Hello, my name is METİN ARIDAŞIR. This is 122nd part of explanation of my theory. According to my theory and my formulas, 6.28 times faster than light linear velocity mass component of electron is responsible for accelerating by applied voltage. An electron motion form has two mass and energy components, as I told you before. This is electron motion form. Lambda n is 91.155 nanometer. Yes, here, this is this point or this point or this point mass. It is at rest or proton-bounded electron motion form, say, and not relocating, not in motion. Here, this point, mass, and this point, an energy point, okay? And each cycle, c, speed of light velocity, this point, this direction is c direction, but this cycle and second and third, first cycle linear velocity is 1,884,000 km per second. Second multiplied by this value 2, third multiplied by this value 3, okay, etc. But now I talk about first cycle. Yes, linear velocity is Vg, 1,884,000 km per second, or 2 pi multiplied by c km per second, okay? In this Vg, I say this Vg, linear velocity of electron motion form, linear velocity, direction component energy, formula here, okay? And another there. This side, linear velocity component energy, this side, c direction component energy, mass component, or energy component, okay? We can say this energy EC is equal to here, h linear velocity divided by lambda, okay? This is linear velocity component energy, EVG. If we if we want to find C component energy, H multiplied by C divided by lambda, or lambda n minus delta lambda cosine alpha. I advise you to watch my former videos. Okay. I don't want repeating. Yes. An electron motion form has two mass and energy components, and the ratio between the two components is constant and unitless. This ratio is 1.6 10 to the minus 1. This corresponds elementary charge in accepted physics. E equal 1.6 10 to the minus 18 Coulomb. But this is wrong concept. Yes. Here. Snapshot. As I told you before. Electron motion form has two masses and energies components, and the ratio between the two components is constant and unitless. 0.159 approximately 1.6 10 to the minus 1. This ratio must take place in formulations instead of elementary charge E equal to 1.6 10 to the minus 18 Coulomb. Wrong concept. My formula relationship here, ARIDAŞIR's formula relationship here. Mass linear velocity component mass divided by speed of light direction mass component is equal to speed of light direction energy component divided by linear velocity component energy is equal to speed of light divided by linear velocity 1,884,000 km per second. C divided by this figure, Vg, is equal to 0.16 constant 1.6 10 to the minus 1. Say, this is E. This E is unitless and it is only a constant ratio. Okay. Here E is equal to 1.6 10 to the minus 1, unitless constant, ARIDAŞIR's mine electron components constant. We can say this. Okay. Here. Now, there are two formulas that I have put forth. One, for applying voltage, lambda n minus delta lambda is equal to 1248 nanometer volt divided by voltage. Again, snapshot. I advise you to notice, look at, and follow by reading, by noticing. Yes. Delta lambda is equal to 0. This means it's at rest electron motion form. Okay. At rest electron motion form has energy mass. Okay. Because of cycling. Whether it is free or whether it is proton bounded. Okay. And now I talk about for first cycle of electron motion form. Right side, my formula is linear velocity component energy formula. Okay? EVG is equal to H multiplied by VG divided by 91 lambda n, say. Okay? Here. This formula for applied voltage, this formula is for linear velocity energy. But same wavelength, we talk about same wavelength, we talk about same electron, okay. One of hydrogen bounded maybe, okay, or maybe free, but same. We find equivalent unit. And I guess, can volt be energy unit? Because according to my theory and my formula, electron volt is not energy unit because of E is unitless, according to my theory and my formula. Okay. Now, here, left side, applied for voltage formula, okay, for 91.155 nanometer at rest electron, its point energy is 13.69 volt. Okay, not electron volt, only volt. Remember from my former videos. Here. Now, right side. Linear velocity component energy is here 136.9 kilogram meter square divided by second square joule. Okay. Left side applied voltage formula result is 13.69 volt. Linear velocity result, linear velocity component energy formula result for 91.155 10 to the minus 91.155 nanometer wavelength. Energy is 136.9 joule, kilogram meter square divided by second square, joule. And I deduce that I put forth 1 volt is equal to 10 to the minus 19 joule. 1 volt is equal to 10 to the minus 19 kilogram meter square divided by second square joule. Okay, here. Equivalence, yes, equality. Now, snapshot here. Okay. Remember my formula relationship. Okay. This is, say, E. Okay. E. But not in accepted physics elementary charge. This is E equal to C divided by Vg. E is equal to C divided by linear velocity of electron motion form. Now, E is equal to C divided by Vg. And Vg is equal to C divided by E. Here, snapshot. I advise you to notice and follow each line. Yes. We go on left side, this formula. Applied voltage formula. Right side, linear velocity component energy formula. Okay. Here. 1 volt is equal to 10 to the minus 19 joule. Yes. If we put this value two sides, yes. Before this, look at that. Vg, linear velocity, is equal to 1,800,000 84,000 kilometers per second, 6.28 times greater, faster than speed of light. Okay, here. But remember, this Vg is equal to C divided by E. Here. Okay, same. Then I have computed linear velocity component of electron for 91.155 nanometer wavelength electron motion form. Its linear velocity component energy is, for at rest electron energy is 136.94 kilogram meter square divided by second square, or joule. Okay, don't forget this. Here, this is for applied voltage. Okay? If 1 volt is equal to 10 multiplied by 10 to the minus 19 kilogram meter square divided by second square, or joule, I put two sides of this equation, my equation, 10 multiplied by 10 to the minus 19 kilogram meter square per second square. Then numerator, upside on the numerator, I found h multiplied by Vg, linear velocity of electron, again. Okay? Or C divided by E, same figure. Look at that carefully. Yes, then I computed, nothing changed. Voltage is equal to 13.69 volt. Here, 136.94 joule, kilogram meter square divided by second square. 10 times greater in joule. Electron volt concept and elementary charge concept confuse our minds. And remember, there was a wrong and incoherent Duane-Hunt formula. Remember, I have told you before. I have explained you before. Look at that. Downside, right side, here. Remember Duane-Hunt wrong formula, lambda mean Hc divided by E voltage, or we deduce this, voltage is equal to Hc divided by E lambda, like this. Similar but not same, this is wrong, okay? And here, unit, there is unit problem, remember. Angstrom divided by voltage equal to wavelength unit. It is impossible, but according to my theory and my formulas, I have computed coherently and truly. Okay. Finally, one of result of my thinking 6.28 times faster than light. Linear velocity mass component of electron is responsible for accelerating by applied voltage. Good evening. See you later.